Well, revelations tonight about a dark and sometimes unethical underbelly in the recruitment industry. Facing immense pressure to meet sales targets, workers in the sector have revealed practices such as changing already signed employment contracts, altering CVs and misrepresenting jobs to bidders. Those who are speaking out say they're doing so because competition among recruiters is about to ramp up as job ads plummet, and it's jeopardising the prospects of those seeking work. Our business reporter David Taylor has the story.
It was late Friday afternoon and one of Lee Seymour's employees needed to place a candidate to make his monthly sales target. But there was a problem.
The client wanted the candidate wanted the role. He wasn't able to get references, so he wrote them and filed them and sent them to the client and filled the job.
The consultant had written the candidate's references for him on the spot. 3 glowing but fake references. Lee Seymour took a phone call from the candidate's angry new employer late the following Monday morning.
And so they wanted to see the references that were taken on that candidate prior to hiring them. Once I'd pulled those references and read them, they were glowing and they were written in a very similar way between reference 1 and reference 2. Putting them in front of the consultant, within seconds, he knew what the issue was. That morning I had to obviously take care of the account and repair repair the complaint, but also let that consultant go.
Today, the Bureau of Statistics reported job ads plummeted 10% in the 3 months to August as the economy went into reverse. That means recruiters will be competing to place more candidates into fewer roles. Now an independent recruitment advisor, Lee Seymour says he's speaking out to warn job seekers to tread carefully with their chosen recruiters.
We're doing a record number now of remote hires from remote recruiters hiring remote talent and getting them started in the business without ever meeting them. So the need for further verification is at an all-time high.
The Recruitment, Consulting and Staffing Association oversees the majority of recruiters, large and small. Erin Devlin is the association's NextGen board director.
Yeah, it's really disappointing to hear of, David. And what I would encourage businesses to do is to make sure that they are working with an agency that is a professional member of the Recruitment, Consulting and Staffing Association.
She encourages anyone dealing with a recruiter to promptly report any unprofessional behaviour.
By doing that, you can help us to identify any unprofessional conduct and make sure that we are keeping the standards and quality really high.
Former recruitment firm agent Toby Hemming now works as a public relations consultant for media and technology businesses.
Yeah, it's a sales job and you're making sales calls. You need to hit a certain number of calls each day. I saw someone sellotape a telephone to someone's head once.
He has his own recruitment war stories.
But in terms of actual consultants, I mean, I've seen all manner of sort of lies and skullduggery, changing CVs, telling candidates that the job is something completely different than it is, falsifying information to the hiring managers, changing contracts after they've been signed. I mean, I've seen it all, really.
He says the association plays a key role in the industry, but the onus is on recruitment firms self-reporting bad behaviour, and that rarely happens.
All of these places have big charts on the wall showing how much money people are making, and that's all they care about. They do not care about anything else. So there are industry associations, and a lot of people choose not to join them, but those who do, it's just lip service because no one's ever going to police it.
So do most employers use recruitment firms, or do they rely on their own human resources department? Well, the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry represents businesses, large and small, from across the country. CEO Andrew McKellar says it's a real mix, but big companies prefer them for roles that are likely to attract a flood of candidates. He concedes businesses need to be careful about the recruiters they hire.
Doesn't make business sense for recruitment agencies to simply operate on the basis of sales churn rather than delivering a quality outcome. And ultimately, if that's their business model, I think they're going to be found out because businesses like that will operate on return sales. So if you deliver a good quality service and you are able to identify good quality candidates, then that is going to be recognised in the marketplace.
Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry CEO Andrew McKellar, David Taylor with that report.